I'm all out of juice.
For today's cup of coffee, youngest kid's having an issue. His vape is messing up on him. He thinks that he's got a touch of a cold.
My vape is burnt and I'm still smoking on it.
It's like Snuffy Boy
and the
is...
battery just started dying on me and I'm upset.
Snuffy Boy is back here where youngest kid's drink is. Oh my God.
Cup ASMR. Is that the...
I don't know that they want that kind of ASMR. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. Some of the ASMR noises, my response is throat punch. That or burn it with fire. Yeah, I don't do well with some of the ASMR.
I like to listen
especially
to
not the, what is it? Mukbang?
The mukbangs.
Whatever.
Mukbangs.
And it's just like, no.
I like watching those. I like listening to those. My favorite ones, though, is the ones where they destroy makeup.
I don't know. I have problems with
Have you watched the ones with the...
chewing and slurping, and it's like, no.
Have you watched the ones where they destroyed the makeup?
No.
I should show you the ones where they destroyed the makeup.
Yes. Leave me in my ignorance about some things.
It's fine. Oh. It's this Asian woman. You don't even see her. The only part that you see is her hands, and she destroys makeup on camera, and it's a beautiful set what she does.
I like the ones where they
you like the ones with the fried chicken.
Oh my God, that was what was it?
I don't want to
Voiced by Fred or whatever it is.
Yes,
he's the one that he does as far as Thor.
He's got food hanging off of his face.
So we're not going to be talking about mukbang. We're not going to be talking about voices by Fred, although that would be an interesting topic. We're going to be talking about the Abominable Snowman.
Example A.
Absolutely. And I was very grateful that I was able to find that easily because I was blessed. And we needed that for our collection. We did.
Sorry. Oh, God, hold on.
He needs elderberry. He needs more vitamin C.
Someone bonked me over the head with a hammer. Rubber mallet.
You can take up to 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. Now, you may have some gastric issues from that.
Oh, I don't need more of that.
You took some zinc. You probably need to take some vitamin D. I've got selenium. I've got oil of oregano, olive leaf extract.
She's a walking pharmacy of
supplements.
Supplements.
Yes. Herbs. Plants. Not some of this other stuff. Yeah. Anyhow, we do have the Abominable Snowman that was featured on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic, and also known as the Bumble.
The Bumble. Whenever I hear Bumble, I think of bumblebees and them bumbling around.
No, this is Bumble.
Were you about to smack the gnat that was on the paper?
Yes, we have some kind of issues with the gnats.
Paper smacking ASMR. ADHD ASMR.
The Abominable Snowman, also known as the Tibetan Yeti, is supposed to be a mythical monster resembling a large, hairy, ape-like being that is supposed to inhabit the Himalayas at the level of the snow line.
Loves it.
And though reports of actual sightings of such a creature are rare, certain mysterious markings in the snow have traditionally been attributed to it. Those not caused by lumps of snow or stones falling from higher regions and bouncing across the lower slopes have probably been produced by bears. At certain gates, bears place the hindfoot partly over the imprint of the forefoot, thus making a very large imprint that looks deceptively like an enormous human footprint positioned in the opposite direction. The Yeti, also known as the Bear Man, is said by the Sherpa to inhabit the high snow mountains, but has eluded discovery by several expeditions. Strange tracks are often found in the snow, but again, this is believed to be caused by bears. And that comes from the Encyclopaedia Britannica. And I'm going to include this link in the description box. In addition to a couple of other ones, there was one that was from LiveScience that was by Benjamin Radford. And then there was another one from Cryptozoonews. Could they have made that any more cumbersome? That's a post by Loren Coleman. And it's actually a pretty good read on that. The reason I didn't go into those is because the rest of it's going to be randomness. Because this is something that to do the ponderings. And why is it, if you, as far as the science, feels the need to go into other people's cultures and try to dispel their myths?
At that point, you just say, fuck you. Y'all are just a bunch of skeptics who don't want to hear other people's shit other than your own.
And that there is this arrogance that it's like, okay, these people have said that they've seen something, and it becomes gaslighting. You didn't really see what you saw. You didn't know what you know.
But I did. But they did.
This has been done to many people. Different cultures. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I actually was looking to see the rabbit holes that we've been down lately. Is the CIA behind some of this science going into other cultures, trying to gaslight them?
Yes, more than likely it is.
You know, that or whatever organization it was. You're disgusting.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. She doesn't want to cut my stuff.
Before the CIA, there was some other group. It was just different letters at some point. Whether it was Latin letters, Greek letters, whatever. And so we have always had this force that comes against us to make us question ourselves, doubt ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that everything anyone believes is all perfect, and it's not a bad thing to go, you know, especially if you are discussing that's you right now. Discussing things that are supernatural, paranormal, different things like that. To look for a logical explanation.
Right.
I'm not saying that, you know, these people that live in the Himalayas have not occasionally seen whatever it was.
Oh, more than likely they have.
But I think that these people that live there all the time have a tendency to know what is normal and what is abnormal. And this is what we were asking, you know, we were questioning earlier as far as bears, when they're saying that it was some form of bear. Okay, why are polar bears white, but the bears that they're saying in some of these reports that predated the polar bear, but still live in this primarily snow and ice covered region, and yet they're still brown? So that makes no sense to me.
I mean, there are, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there are some bears over there that are not white, that are not technically polar bears.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I must have misspoke. They're saying that the bears that are in the Himalayas, which are brown and black bears, that they think one of them predates polar bears.
Now, see, that doesn't make sense.
I didn't think it made sense. And that is on, you can read all about that on the Cryptozoonews.
Cryptozoonews.
And that's where they go back into, that they do have they have a lot of different pictures there.
Yeah.
And they've got this thing, it's called, I think, a honey bear or a sun bear. It's interesting because some of those bears...
Sun bear, that's the person who dresses up in the Japanese-inspired bear suit and walks from New York to California and back and forth.
But some of those bears, they almost had traits that were similar to a sloth. So that was interesting. There's more, when we say bear, people have a tendency to imagine bears that they're familiar with.
Yeah.
which we have the little black bears around here.
They're adorable.
They are adorable.
Don't fuck with them.
Well, they're about 300 to 500 pounds. Do not ever mess with a mama bear, especially if there are cubs around.
No, you don't want to do that.
But, it's not like, not every bear is a grizzly bear.
Exactly.
And so you got to try to get over yourself on a lot of these things.
I've seen grizzly bears, though.
But within this, like I said, why do people feel the need? And it's not just about the Yeti. They do this with a lot of these different cultures that say that they have seen things, that they are familiar with different beings that are in their area, which a lot of times are cryptids. And yet you've got these strangers that'll go out, and even if they're there for a month or 2 months or whatever, they're out there and they assume that they know more than the people that have lived there for generations.
Right, which that's just a level of arrogance.
Really, and to tell these people, oh no, you've been wrong for thousands of years. And I'm sure that they present it as, the noble savages on all this stuff. Oh, well, they're just stupid. They're just ignorant. They don't know, and da-da-da. And I think those that are primarily, or they think that they're educated because they are in the realm of the science. A lot of times those are the ones that are the blindest because they have totally discounted the realm of spirit. Right. It's this perpetual, I don't know whether you saw it or not, there used to be this guy that was a magician that he would go and he would show how that the different illusions were done. And to just ruin it for everyone.
Which is shitty.
Yeah, because, when I was a small child, and that was like David Copperfield. David Copperfield was the shit. David Copperfield is still not very talented person and very talented illusionist. And so I thought, this will be something that I would be interested in learning how to do. But when I found out that it was an illusion, not real magic, and it's like I quit because there is a difference.
Yeah.
And that once you know the secret, it takes away from the wonder and enjoyment.
Which is the true magic on that.
Part of it is. You're absolutely correct. So I think that we are in a world where we do need to have mysteries. We do need to have myths and different belief systems. We've got people that are attacking other people's belief systems. And it's like, if you don't believe that, all right, you don't have to believe that. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I was just about to say leave it alone, but yeah.
And that we are in this season where a lot of people view that with wonderment and magic and childlike delight. And I think it's one of the reasons that we love Halloween so much. Because it has that childlike quality about it. It's got that nice spoopiness. It's not as commercial as they have made, Christmas into over the years. It didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
And that now you've got like this, it is a attack on belief systems as far as Christmas. And pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Which is sad.
If you don't want to celebrate that, okay, but why should you feel the need to take it away from those who do?
Because most of them just do not have joy in their life, so they don't want other people to have joy in their life. Simple as that. They want to be upset. They have to have other people to be upset too.
Well, and even...
misery loves company.
Absolutely. And that was just like some of these people, these researchers that go in. It's the same thing under any guise. It was like the Amazing Randy or whoever those other skeptics that we had read about a month or so ago. Just because you can replicate something does not mean that the original whatever does not exist. It just means you can replicate it.
Yep.
And to present that as this is the only answer that can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that some of these, the people in the Himalayas, after these people leave, I hope they look at them and go, hey, y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
We know what we know.
Mm-hmm. And more than likely, that's what they do every single time.
And any of these other places that these people have come in and tried to debunk, fact checked. Fuck your fact check.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. So,
damn it, if I want to believe in Bigfoot, I'm going to believe in Bigfoot.
There have been too many people that have had encounters with this being.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care. And everybody's like, well, I'm not going to believe it until they drag in a carcass. How horrible to think if someone were to drag in a carcass.
What if it was the only one in that area?
Well, I doubt that. I think they travel in packs pretty much. We don't know that it's been theorized that it's an interdimensional being. There's been so many theories about it.
Yeah. I mean, we have family members that have heard it.
Yeah. That was not a theory. And it's not like my mother is some kind of Sasquatch hunter.
No, she's not. She's just a normal person, and she doesn't usually make up stories like that.
Oh no, she is totally not on our vibe on this stuff at all.
She doesn't make jokes about cryptids and
no, she just looks at us funny when we come in with these.
We love you, Nana.
Yes, very much so. But it's like she's going, what are y'all talking about? No, why are you doing that? Why are you wasting your time on that? It's because we're pondering.
I wouldn't mess with no aliens. Well,
right.
Well, I do.
But also within her own house, there have been how many people that have had supernatural experiences?
Exactly. So I don't blame her for not wanting to fuck with this stuff.
Well, the thing is, she has not had the supernatural experiences, and maybe she has, and she's just denied it.
That's exactly what's happening. But
then she ends up trying to gaslight the rest of us.
Nah.
Because she doesn't want to deal with the fact that it's there. It's there. It's been there for years. And apparently shows no signs of going anywhere else.
I think it's actually the actual land that's haunted,
not
the house. And there's not a real way to cleanse a property.
Right. Well, the actual house was a tract house. And from the time that I was a small child, I was like, somebody died in here. No, they didn't. No. Yes, they did. So whatever
we should do like a history thing on the property then.
And nobody knows.
Bullshit. There's historians around. You could look it up on the internet and see where it is.
Nobody knows. Seriously, it's on the side of a mountain. There's how many on the side of a mountain around here?
Do you know how many sides of the mountain that people have documented over the years? More than you think.
Not in this area.
You don't know that?
Yes,
you don't know that.
Yes, I do. But we're talking about somebody else's mountain right now. We're talking about the Himalayas.
Mm-hmm.
And do I believe that these shepherds, that they know the difference between a bear or whatever else is out there?
Oh, they most certainly know.
Or some kind of a rock outcropping.
Yeah.
They know the movement of these animals. The same way that a lot of these other species that have been spotted by indigenous peoples.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, for people to run in and for a week or two and go, oh, nope, y'all stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
We know what we're talking about. And I'm like, no, you don't. So, have some magic.
Yeah.
Have some mirth. If you want to go out and get you some holly and some mistletoe and some evergreen, and you do whatever. We have solstice / Yule coming up. Then we have Christmas and all that.
What day does Christmas land on this year?
It's always on the 25th.
Well, I know
I don't know what day it is. Today is the 9th. And solstice is the 21st, which is like close to 2 weeks. Yeah, and then, yeah. Now, I hate winter, but I do like winter solstice. Because that, even though it appears dark, little by little the light is coming back.
Yep. That's what I like. And then there's spring.
Right.
Spring, meaning summer, is following.
See, I don't like summer solstice because that means little by little the light is going away.
Well, yeah, that's the only bad side about it. But yeah, no, I'm not going to complain about sunny.
No,
bright, sunny, warm days.
Seasons. But anyhow, so go out and get yourself a bumble. Believe in the bumble. Look for the bumble.
Look for Bigfoot.
It's the same thing. It's
just a cousin of Bigfoot.
Yeah. Go out and look for, Santa Claus and the flying reindeers or the Mothman or any of these other things.
We should visit Mothman Bridge.
We could do that. Wait till the weather is warmer on any of that.
Well,
I don't travel when it's cold. I don't move well when it's cold.
I mean, I don't either.
So, to the debunkers and the experts and the science on stuff like that, bah humbug.
Bah humbug to you all.
So, do I believe that Yetis very much could exist? I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, like anything that you think about, it could exist.
Well, how many things have they said that they don't exist, and later they're like, oh, we were wrong. It does exist. No shit.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I mean, it was like that fool that was telling them to kill the elephants because they were killing the grassland.
Yeah, and then come to find out, oh shit, we need those aliens. Elephants. We need those elephants.
And it's like he convinced other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
and they still poach elephants for tusks.
That's horrible.
They're, the ivory.
It's horrible.
Yeah, which is, supposed to be worldwide illegal.
Well, there's always people that it's a matter of the worship of the almighty dollar.
Yep.
And it's okay because we have a new collector edition for the wall of fuckery. We've got the Bumble. So, and he is adorable.
He is adorable.
And we choose to believe.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've had encounters with paranormal, supernatural experiences with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, Yetis, big feets, chupacabras.
Big feet. Haven't done that in a while.
All kinds of things, local, regional, family myths, legends, experiences with substances, any of that stuff. Shoot us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And I was blessed to be able to speak with our beloved Joe today.
Yes.
And so still continue with the prayers for him. He's healing, but it's a little slowly.
Get better.
Yeah, we love you, Joe.
Yes. You better get better.
Thank you all for spending a few minutes and having coffee with us and pondering. And go out and have a day with childlike wonder.
Yes.
And we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to like, share, and most of all, comment and subscribe.
Bye.
Meh. Bye, humbug.